All right. Continuing our population demographics notes here. Yesterday we kind of defined some terms. Today we're going to look at populations themselves. A couple terms. First of all, demography or demographics is probably what term you'd use a lot more. We have is the statistical study of a population. So density, distribution, rate of growth are the three that we're going to focus on. Population density is going to be defined by number of individuals per unit area. So how tightly packed individuals are in a particular spot. Population distribution would be the pattern of dispersal. So are they randomly spread out? Are they clumped together in different spots? Are they evenly spaced, etc.? Here's a look at some. First of all, here's a look at United States. The closer to pink the color is, the more, there's my good spot for me, the more population density there is. So you can see here in Minnesota, our population is very medium in density. Twin Cities has obviously a higher concentration, but out east, the population is definitely a lot more dense, and on the West Coast. And then in the Midwest and the Great Plains here, there's very little population density. Populations are very spread out in those areas there. When we talk about like how they're grouped, they can be clumped together, they can be random, or they can be evenly spaced. Okay, so we look at like desert shrubs are pretty evenly spaced throughout their biome. Humans, we definitely tend to clump together. All right, we like to congregate in apartment buildings in large cities and around bodies of water, etc., versus evenly spacing ourselves out. How populations grow, so that last one there, population growth, really is only three factors. How many individuals are born, how many individuals die, and then any migration. So how many individuals left the particular area or came to the particular area. So it is a pretty straightforward formula. All right, your population change is going to be your births minus your deaths, plus your immigrants, meaning coming into an area, and emigrants going out of the area. All right, so that's going to be your population change. Positive means your population is growing, negative means it's decreasing. And then the last term I want to have here today is biotic potential. That's a term you should have gotten in sophomore biology. But that is the maximum rate at which a population could grow if you give it perfect conditions. Okay, so plenty of food, water, and space. How can populations grow? We're seeing that a little bit with the human population, in that typically the human population has food and water and space, and how quickly can we grow there? So factors that can influence how fast a population can grow. The age of reproduction. So humans grow pretty slowly because we don't reach sexual maturity until, 18-ish years of age. Frequency of reproduction, same thing. Human population change is slow because a typical family in the United States has around 2 to 3 children. They can only produce children every 9 months. That's what that one is. 3 is the number of offspring. 4, reproductive span, so how often they're reproducing, and then average death rate under ideal conditions. So how quickly do things die even under perfect conditions there? All right. So that will be our, I said, under ideal conditions. And then one thing I like to point out is with agriculture, we try to mimic this. Okay, we want to grow our organisms as fast as we can with as many as we can so that we can make as much money as we can there. So I will stop sharing there. Short and sweet again today on some biotic potential.